got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart.
Well, hello, and let's say enough of the dreamy stuff. Since you clicked on this video, I think you have an interest in the Corvette C5, or you're an old fart like me. So I think probably you know more than me about the C5, but I still want to read up some facts about it so you can feel the feeling of the car, you know. It is an old, most handsome car, I would say, at least for me, because I was brought up when the pop-up lights were the thing, you know. So I can say it is something that excited me. I like that. Okay, anyway, the C5 started as the base model coupe like this is, and you have one called a fixed FRC, fixed roof coupe. It's like that, and you have the cabriolet. If you bought the CO6 version, you only got the fixed roof coupe, and it's more rigid because you can't take the top off. You can do it on this one, so you kind of a cabish way of thinking and feeling. The standard engine was the 5.7 liters 350 horsepower engine, which is pretty good, I say. Even in today's standards, it makes 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in about 5 seconds. If you're a lucky day, maybe 4.9, something like that. Let's open it up, and there were a lot of standards in the car for being an old car. So you get in this version, you have seated with the memories. You have, of course, power windows. You have a head-up display. This one is automatic. You have a Bose stereo, which is pretty good for its age, with a CD player. Most of them changed that and put a newer, more modern screen. And you have 3 variants of driving modes. So you can have a track mode, you have an burnout mode, which I call it. And also you have a pretty decent amount of space as the Corvette were intended to. So you can put, if you love the golf bags, which is not my thing, but it's good space. I have this cover here, so it's even bigger, if that's what you want. You can go on a pretty nice holiday, and yeah. When you're in place in the driving position, most of them, if you listen on YouTube, they complain about the interior, how bad it is. Okay, you have to see it like it is a GM car from the 90s, and okay, there's a lot plastic, but I think the layout is rather cool. It feels like you're in an old sports car. So I don't know. I can't complain. You have everything in the right position. You can reach everything. It's a rather big steering wheel, but nevertheless, I don't feel any bad about it. I mean, you get what you expect, and I think you get a lot more. And you got all the luxury you need. Today's car, you have a dual zone climate. Maybe not like displayed with you just twitch them like in the old days. It feels you have to accept the facts. I don't know. I like it. It's a cool thing for me. And best of all, if you wanna check something, maybe you have a problem, you have a engine failure that comes up in the display, you just use this one. You get the codes directly. You put one, press 4, and it will read for you what it is. You can just check it out. Recently, I had a problem with the ABS, and I thought it was a big operation. I was pretty nervous. It's gonna cost me a lot, but it was a steering wheel sensor, and it showed it on the display. And I can did it myself easily. It took me 3.5 hours. That's what I call a good sports car. And you can fix it by yourself to a pretty decent cost. You can get parts everywhere. It's yeah, I like it. It's really for me. That point when you are reflecting on your past life and starting to feel like you haven't lived that much as you would have wanted to live. You have had your job career, your children are growing up, you have reached a point when you have grandchildren. Everything about that is wonderful, but still you have those small hobbies that you had to sacrifice them to be able to live life, have a family, have a house, have a safe economy. And now you can do a lot of things. The time is getting bigger every day, and you can use the time to do things that you like. Maybe you have your favorite car finally. Maybe you have your fishing things that's going your way. Or maybe you're filming like me and just like capturing things, remember things, looking at them when the winter comes and you can see the summer glory days when you caught that little or hopefully a big fish that always will be in your memory lane. Well, I would say when you reach that point, I would deny it's a crisis. I say it's reflection. You can see your parents. Maybe they are like my dad and starting to lose the memory, and you have the diagnosis that that's the way it goes. You know, the time is shrinking for you to live that moment of happiness, joy, and feeling good with yourself and what you're doing, not doing it for everybody else. So bear that in mind, even though you're young or old like me. I'm not that old, only 54 years. But that's enough for the brain to start thinking and maybe get some more value out of the days you have left. So please think about that, and you have only one life. Do the best out of it if you can and when you can.